All right, guys. Going to make a quick little video just to show you kind of how to navigate Schoology this year. I know it's going to be a little different. We're going to make sure that you have everything you understand or everything you can to understand how to get to where you need to be to do your work. First thing is logging in. You need to make sure you go to Schoology and make sure you don't go to any other schools, districts' websites. Sometimes that can happen. Just make sure you go to the Schoology main page, and you should be able to sign in using your school email and whatever S number you set up. Hopefully you set up the right S number and you can log in. But once you log in, you get to the course or the Schoology main page, and you'll see all the stuff that you could have. You go to the course dashboard. When you click on it, it'll show you all your courses and the things that you have due in those courses, set up nice and easily right there. But what you want to do for this course is at least go to courses, select your course. It's going to be either World History 9T1 or 001 or 002, 004, 005, or 006. I teach 5 classes of world history. You are in one of them. So make sure you click yours. From there, you'll see the main page of this course. The first thing that you'll see that is loading is the virtual classroom. In the virtual classroom, there's a bunch of things that are linked. We'll talk about this in class during the first week. But in this, you should see a couple things like the school website and the district website. But some of the more important ones are probably this Gmail logo on the computer screen. You click it, and it will create an email directed to me for any concerns you have. So you can send me an email very easily by clicking that. You also have the work schedule. This will be basically like your calendar for things that we do in this class each day and throughout the months following. You click that, it'll take you to a Google Doc that will always have probably about 2 to 3 weeks of work on it that you can see kind of what we did that day. You click the YouTube symbol, and it'll take you to my YouTube channel where these recordings will be uploaded. By viewing those, you can get all the information you need for this class. This will take you to the online learning programs login information. A bunch of different online learning programs we'll be using this year, and so this will give you the information there. And this will take you to your online book, which you'll have access to after today. So a bunch of cool links in there, and just a different way of getting the information to you. You also will see a bell work folder. Those of you that have already been here this week, you'll see that. But also, you can click in it, and you'll see discussion questions. Well, you will if it loads. You'll see discussion questions, and these discussion questions are pretty straightforward. They're pretty easy, usually pertaining to the lesson we had the day before. There'll be a bunch of them in here, but they'll come daily, and so you won't ever be overwhelmed. You'll know which one you've done based off all that. So, click in the bell work folder for any bell work, and you'll have bell work every day. We'll go back, and you have the online learning programs login information. Again, if you click this, it'll make a copy of it. But if you clicked here, you would open up this link to it. And here, you have all this information once it loads. Of what these things are. Make sure you're downloading and using these things as much as possible, because you will need them. Become familiar with them and how they work, and you should have no problems this year. But I'll let you look at that on your own time. You also have the at-home virtual school guidelines, just some guidelines for you to kind of make sure that you're doing what you need to do. That is actually on another page, so we're going to just make a copy of it real quick. Once you click it, it'll ask you to make a copy. So I'm going to do that just so you can see what it looks like. And it's very straightforward. It talks about the supplies you'll need, my expectations for you, time management, communication, things like that I expect you, to do. Things that you need to do in terms of how to communicate, but when to communicate, being resourceful. Like I said, it goes over some grades and late work, how that kind of works, and then also what you kind of should be doing on your virtual days versus your traditional days. And so you need to pay attention to those two things as well. The last thing that we need to talk about is the weekly units. In the weekly units folder, if you click in that, this is where all your work will be, and it's broken down by the week. And so you won't have some of these resources because they're available to me and to me only, but you'll have some that you do have access to that I also do as well. But you have access to each week all the way through the rest of this semester, as you can see. And with each week, it's dated by the days that is in that week. So week 0 is August 24th through August 28th. Week 1 is August 31st through September 4th. So, when you click in each week, it has either a folder in it or just assignments straight off the bat. And, you got the syllabus, you've got communication assignment and learning survey in week 0. But if you go back out and you go to week 1, it's a little different because you click into week 1 and then you've got the Renaissance and Reformation. And then in it, you've got your assignments, and they're dated on the day that I will assign them. So you're more than welcome to do them at any point in time. I understand some days you may not have access to the internet, or you may be working or something like that. But on those days, you need to make sure you get the assignment and do those things. And there's an assignment for each day next week. So we will kind of start pretty heavy next week. But we click in one of these assignments. It's very simple. It kind of tells you exactly what to do. It says use the link provided to access the graphic organizer. To access the graphic organizer for the Renaissance notes, you'll watch the video that I'll make, and then you'll copy the notes from PowerPoint. You'll use the second link to access the illustrative vocabulary, which is an assignment that you'll have after that. And when you finish, you'll upload it as a PDF document, and then you'll go from there. But I hope there's no confusion. I hope that you understand kind of what we're looking at, and I hope you understand the navigation of it. Again, you just go to the weekly units, you find your weekly unit or the week we are in, and you do that work. We're going to take it 1 week at a time, and we are going to work together to make sure this is a great year. I look forward to seeing you soon, and I hope you have a great day.